Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here. The week of May 2nd is upon us, and we've got the good old weekly reset to look over. Sorry, this one is a little slower in the day, but I wanted to still get this one up for you guys. Thought about trying the Nightfall first, and that was a mistake, and I'll explain why here in a minute. But let's jump into the activities and get to it. So first we've got the weekly Nightfall strike, and that is going to be the Will of Crota. So you've got the one against Omnigul. Now this is the crazy one where you've got Hive in the very beginning, you've got SIVA coming in later on, you've got SIVA in the satellite area, you've got SIVA in the end, and it's just a mess. On top of the modifiers, you've got Brawler, so yeah, you get to punch things, but you only get to punch so many things. Grounded, so keep your butt on the ground or you're going to get wasted. Chaff, you have no radar, so especially in that last room when enemies spawn all over the place, that's kind of dicey. In the match game, you have to match their shields, otherwise they're going to be extremely resistant to damage. So, what does that mean for you? Well, you definitely need to make sure and bring a weapon damage of any type if you got primaries from any of the raids. So I had like Doom of Chelchis, Vision of Confluence, Fang of your Ute. That way I could do damage to the different types of enemies with shields. The Hive Wizards have solar shields. The SIVA Captains are going to be the ones with the Void shields. And then of course Omnigul and her Void shield, or Arc shields. So a lot of different shields to work with and mess with, a lot of enemies to kill, and honestly, if you're trying this one solo, I tried it for a couple hours, and I did not have any luck solo. I had a pretty smooth run, and it's just honestly time more than anything. I think eventually I could probably get the last part of the room, just have to have the cards fall together, but to get the Sunrise Bounty this week, if you're going to try it solo, I just wouldn't put your time into it. Now, if somebody out there wants to do it, please by all means post a link to it, I'd love to watch it. But unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I'll give it a try, otherwise I'll post up a Nightfall fail video for you guys so you can see me struggling. Either way, you can have fun watching that one, and if you want to try it, I'd definitely do it in a group. Next, we've got the SIVA Crisis Heroics. This is going to be Specialist is your main modifier, so bring those snipers. They're going to hit like a truck. You got Chaff, of course, no radar, and Airborne, bonus damage while you're in the air. So something like Telesto with Specialist actually works very well because you can fire it, jump in the air, and then when the explosions happen, you do more damage. So Telesto could be a fun one to bring along for you this week. As for the story playlist, you've got Small Arms and Grounded, so kind of a mix. Keep your butt on the ground, but bring a solid primary, likely a scout with you, and you could be able to blow through these fairly quickly. Shouldn't be too shabby, and this is the first playlist again, so every legend has a beginning. This is Earth and the Moon missions for this vanilla game of Destiny. Next, we come to the Challenge of Elders, and you've got Super Kill bonus, and you've got Trickle. So they're basically shooting your bonus in the foot. Your best way to counter this one is probably going to be something like Bad Juju. So if you want to try and get your high score of 30,000 for that weapon, you can, but honestly, this is going to be kind of a questionable week. Specialist will give you a lot of damage, which is good, but Trickle, bring Bad Juju, and then maybe a pretty solid sniper, so you can snipe the bosses if you want to, and then if you need to build up your super, use Bad Juju to kill the mobs. So, round 1, you're going to be dealing with the Overmind Minotaur, and then round 2, you've got Valus Maul, so this is going to be the regular Cabal. He's going to be the pain in the butt because he has the 3 shields that you're going to be going through, so anything you can do to blow that one away for a specialist like the right sniper should be helpful. And then finally, the last one, you've got the Wretched Knight. So these are all the regular, non-taken versions, so shouldn't be too bad, but unfortunately for the points, as it's super kill bonus, yet Trickle, something like a Warlock and Bad Juju is probably going to be your best bet because you get the most out of your super, so you can kill a lot of enemies. Something like a Hunter, it is definitely going to be more difficult. So good luck, guys, this week. We'll see how this one goes maybe later on, since if the Nightfall's a pain in the butt, I might do some solo Challenge of Elders instead. We'll see how it goes. Finally, for the last thing of PvE, we've got the weekly featured raid. We are back to Vault of Glass. So you've got the Templar and the Atheon challenge. So for the Templar, basically you need to make sure he does not teleport. Now apparently there are only 2 places he will teleport after the first one, so you pretty much just have to bounce back and forth between those 2 sides. Keep him planted the whole time, and then that's how you knock that one out. When it comes to Atheon, what you have to do is every time you are teleported in, the 3 of you are teleported in, eventually all 6 of you have to go through the portal and shoot 1 oracle. So take some communication, some timing to make sure somebody's either on the plate to keep it open, or to make sure the enemies don't get near it. So it's a little trading in and off. As soon as you take out your first oracle, you try and get a cleanse, you're running out, trading back and forth and vice versa. So it's not too bad. We did manage it last week, and once you get to Atheon himself, once you've done just the oracles, once you've got that down, doing damage to Atheon, you probably only have to do it about twice. Bring Sleeper Simulant with you. If you have 6 people with 6 sleepers, you can one-phase him if you get the timing correctly. Like if you get the oracles done quickly and jump out there with about 20 or so seconds or so, you can do a ton of damage at hits for over 200,000 a pop. So bring some supers with you, or bring some sleepers with you, you should be able to melt him fairly quickly. As for Miss Tyra Karn and her artifacts, nothing too crazy this week, all on about the 90% stat range. First, we've got the Memory of Timer, Discipline and Strength roll here. Melee attacks on minions in the darkness have a chance to temporarily turn the target against its allies. So, have a red bar enemy fight for you for a little while when you stab them. If you're done, stab them and you turn them back. Second, you've got the Memory of Radagast, Intellect and Strength roll here. Gain the ability to reflect energy-based projectiles when guarding with the sword. So, not too shabby there. Kind of fun to mess around with, but overall, not too useful. Then finally, we've got the Memory of Gellion. Discipline and Strength grants a detailed radar, and radar persists when sighting with primary weapons. So basically works like multi-tool paired with the kind of Relentless Tracker, that 8-segment radar that a hunter would get as well. So pretty nice combination if you want this one for PvP. It's not a bad one, actually. Over here at Mr. Shiro 4, we've got some bounties to look at. Again, if you still are looking for Thorn, this is the place to do it. Shock it to me, use arc damage to kill Fallen. You got Pull the Plug, kill Fallen Majors and Ultras. And then you've got Archon's Forge Captains and Archon's Forge Vandals. So, honestly, you can kill a lot of Majors in the Archon's Forge, and if you need to use arc damage, use it all in there. You can probably knock all 4 of these out in Archon's Forge as usual, so pick these up, run in there, get some 400 gear in there if you need it as well. Have some fun, smack some stuff with an axe. Good times. As for Commander Zavala's weekly elite bounties, he's got the usual 2 Strike Elite with the gold, silver, or bronze tier medals achieved. You've also got Sunrise, which, as I told you guys this week, not one that I think you're going to be able to do solo. If you do, more power to you. I really want to see the video, but honestly, I wouldn't spend too much time on it. It's only 1 bounty. You're probably okay skipping it right now. Finally, you've got Make a Rainbow. Earn those primary, special, and heavy weapon streaks, so you can earn those rainbow medals. Again, if you have any questions about rainbow medals, just let me know. I can post something up about that. As for the Crucible side of things, your weekly playlist will be Combined Arms. It'll be nice big maps with 6v6 with vehicles. Come in here, at least you get your Treasure of Ages after 1 playthrough. Always a good place to have some fun sniping, get to play maps you don't usually do, and have some fun with vehicles as well. As for the other 2 playlists for the 6v6 Shaxx bounties, you're going to have Clash, just good old 6v6 team deathmatch, and then you've got Rift. Collect the spark and ignite the enemy's rift with it. So good old kind of capture the flag and dunk it on their side. Always kind of cool, and you got to do some of this in your book as well. So might not hurt to spend a little time in Rift so you can get a few dunks in for the week. So next we'll come over here and check out Shaxx bounties. As we know, first one is going to be Clash. You got 7 match completions, 50 primary kills, 25 assists, and 25 ability kills. Ability kills will take the longest because there's no Mayhem mode this week, but stick with it and you'll knock this one out. Secondly, you'll have a game of Rift. Exercise your skills in Rift. 7 match completions, 50 primary kills, 25 assists, and you just have to stop the runner. Easiest way to stop the runner, just get a very offensive super, something like Void Bomb or Hammers or Golden Gun, something like that that you can use that's going to be a pretty quick kill that you can use maybe from distance, and just kind of melt them if they're getting close and just kind of focus on one of those times to stop them. Usually not too bad if you try and do it with your supers, so just save that one up, wait till somebody's running and try to be the one that finishes them off. Also, as you are working on your, Nightfall tier rewards from Shaxx bounties, you can be working on the Crucible Quartermaster bounties. This week we've got Point and Shoot, use auto rifles. You've got Ion Victory, scout rifle kills. Action Reaction, fusion rifle kills. Short range devastation, shotgun kills, and then the good old choose your moment is always there for those heavy weapon kills. So you can usually get weapons that are going to be of the type of the bounty. So if there's a scout rifle bounty, you have a chance to get potentially a legendary scout rifle from it. Same with auto rifles and so forth. So if you have a specific type of gun you're going for, this would be a way to kind of go after that a little more specifically than just a general vague weapons, loadout or something like that. So if you need a specific type of weapon, come in here, pick this one up, spend a little time in Crucible, should be good to go. Alright, Guardians, well that pretty much wraps it up for the week. As I said, the Nightfall solo may not get posted this week if I can't finish it, or I'm going to end up posting a Nightfall fail if you guys want to see that. I can get close. I was like 95% of the way done, pretty much on the last phase of enemies that was going to spawn, and then just kind of got wiped. Even with Radiance, I ran out of space and just had no place to go. So, might have to try and figure out that last room, but to try and finish the Sunrise bounty this week, probably not. I mean, you should have no problems getting a gold medal. I had a gold medal before I even killed Omnigul, so even if time runs out, the points shouldn't be a problem. It's just finishing it within time. Other than that, guys, again, Challenge of Elders, you've got Trickle and Super Kill bonus. Bad Juju is pretty much your best thing to bring in with you if you want to try that one. And you've got Vault of Glass. That's probably where I'd spend the most of my time. Always a fun raid, good challenges. You can get that Gorgon thing knocked out if you want to. And other than that, guys, if you enjoyed the video, drop that like below. If you have any questions or comments, of course, leave those. I'll try and get back to you guys as soon as I can. And keep supporting the channel, man. Those subscribers are going past 7,200 and still climbing. So thank you guys for the support. Let's keep it going, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you're at. Have a good day.